Hi everyone, this is Dr. K. Shobha, Assistant Professor of Commerce, GFGC, Postcote. Today we are moving to the session number 20, Simple Average Method. Let us know what exactly the meaning of Simple Average Method. In this method, price is calculated by dividing the total of the prices of the material in the stock from which the material to be priced could be drawn by the number of the prices used in that total. This may be lead to over recovery or under recovery of cost of materials from production because quantity purchased in each lot is ignored. This is what we call it as a simple average method. Let us move on to the problem. The following transaction occur in the purchase and issue of material. On January 2nd, purchased 4,000 units at rupees 4 per unit. On January 20th, purchased 500 units at rupees 5 per unit. On February 5th, issued 2,000 units. On February 10th, purchased 6,000 units at rupees 6 per unit. On February 12th, issued 4,000 units. On March 2nd, issued 1,000 units. On March 5th, issued 2,000 units. On March 15th, purchased 4,500 units at rupees 5.50. On March 20th, issued 3,000 units. From the above, prepare stores ledger account using simple average method. Now, let us move on to the solution. As we have earlier drawn regarding the FIFO method as well as the LIFO method, the same format should be drawn for simple average method. As in the beginning, it was being given as date, particulars, receipts, issues, and the balance. You see, as on January 2nd, before going to the problem, let us do the working note. One thing we have to observe here is, especially in the simple average method, as I told that the balance rate will not be mentioned. With the help of the receipts as well as with the issues, we need to calculate what is the balance rate. When you are issuing for the production department, with the help of the lots, we need to calculate the prices here. For that, we need to go ahead with the working note. As on January 2nd, purchased 4,000 units at the rate of rupees 4 amounted to 16,000. As usual, take the balance, that is 4,000 at the rate of rupees 4, 16,000. I will show you the balance working note. See, on January 2nd, purchased 4,000 units at 4 per unit. Next, as on January 20th, purchased 500 units at the rate of rupees 5 amounted to 2,500. See, immediately after the 2nd January purchase, directly we are taking, that is on 20th Jan, that is 4,500. Immediately after the purchase, we need to balance the amount here. See here, on January 20th, purchased 500 units at 5 per unit. On 2nd, we purchased 4,000 units. On 20th, we purchased 500 units. Now, see, on 5th, we have issued 2,000 units. On February, issued 2,000 units. See, when we are calculating the issues, when we wanted to issue to the production department, we don't know what is the cost per unit, at what price we need to be issued. See, for that we need to go for the working note. See, on 5th issue price should be calculated like this. See, on January 2nd, you have been purchased. What is the cost per unit you have? 4 we have. Take that 4 here. On 20th, we have purchased 500 units at the rate of rupees 5. So 4 plus 5, how many units we have? How many lots we have here? 2 lots we have been purchased. So divided by 2. So 4 plus 5 is equal to 9 divided by 2. You are going to get the cost price is 4.5. This is what the price we have been mentioned here. See here, on 5th February, 2000 units were being issued. The cost per unit is 4.5, amounted to 9,000. Immediately after the issues, we need to go for the balancing. 4,500. Out of 4,500, we have issued 2,000. What is the balance we have? 2,500 units, and the amounted to 9,500. In simple average method, we are not going to put the price. Now, see, after the 5th issue, we need to balance the amount. Let us go to the working note. See, on 5th issue price to be calculated, what is the rate? We have got 4.5. And later, immediately after the 5th issue, go for the balancing. So once, if you calculate the balance, you will come to know what is the cost per unit, in the sense how many lots it is available in our balance. Balance after the 5th issue is 2,000 units at the rate of rupees 4 per unit. How you got this 2,000? In the sense, see, on 2nd January, we have purchased 4,000. Out of 4,000 only, we have issued on 5th, that is on 5th, we have issued 2,000 units. Okay. So 4,000 minus of 2,000, how many units have gone? 2,000 units have gone. Now, what is the balance we have? 2,000. Balance after the 5th issue, 2,000 units at what is the rate we have here? 4 per unit. The same we have taken here, the 4 per unit. And next, as it is, on 20th Jan, we have 500 units. Take the same here, 500 units at 5 per unit. And again, on 10th, we have purchased. How many units we have been purchased? 6,000 at the rate of rupees 6 per unit. Take the same balance as it is here. See here, on 10th purchased 6,000 units at the rate of rupees 6, amounted to 36,000. What is the balance we had earlier? 2,500 was the balance. Now you add this, that is on 10th, what you have been purchased, 6,000 was being purchased. So 2,500 plus 6,000, you are going to get 8,500. 9,500 plus 36,000, you are going to get 45,500. Now, that is on 12th February, we need to be issued. See, how many units to be issued? 4,000 units should be issued. For that, we need to calculate the issue price. For each and every issues, we need to calculate the issue price, because directly we are not getting the cost per unit. For that, you need to be calculated with the working note. Let us go back to the working note. See here, that is on 12th issue price. How many lots we have here? The balances lots 4, 5 as well as 6. 4 plus 5 plus 6 is equal to 15. How many lots we have? 3 lots we have, divided by 3. That is equal to 5. What is the cost price? That is on 12th. 12th, see here, issued. What is the cost per unit? We have got here, got is 5. So 4,000 into 5 is 20,000. Out of 8,500, how much we have issued? 4,000 we have issued. What is the balance is available? 4,500 amounted to 25,500. See here, once after the issue, immediately we need to go for the balance. See, that is on 12th February, we have issued. See, balance after the 12th issue. How many units we had? 4,500 units at 6 per unit is available. Okay. Now, already we have, see here, 4,500 units is available with us. Now, on 2nd March, again, you have been issued. How many units we have been issued? 1,000 units. Now, you go for the working note to calculate the issue price. See here, that is on 2nd March issue price. See, what is the balance we had? Only 4,500 units, only one lot we had. And what is the cost per unit? 6 per unit. So only one lot we have. Okay. So for that you need to be taken 6 is the cost per unit divided by only one lot. 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6. On 2nd, look at here. On 2nd issued, what is the cost per unit? 6. So 100 into 6, sorry, 1000 into 6 is 6000. So out of 4500, you have issued 1000. What is the balance available? 3500. At the amount is 19,500. Now, immediately after the second issue, we need to go for the balancing because we should know what is the balance available with us. Okay. In this, now after the second issue, we have only one lot. Directly we can go. Okay. That is on 5th March. Look at here. On 5th March issued. How many units were being issued? 2,000 units were being issued. What is the balance we had? 3,500 was the balance. And how much to be issued? 2,000 should be issued. What is the cost per unit we have? Go to the balance. That is, go to the working note. See, on 2nd March issue price was 6. Balance after the second issue, how many units were there? 3,500 units at only 6 per unit. Only one lot is available. So for that, 5th issue price to be calculated, 6 divided by 1 is equal to 6. That is, on 5th you have got the cost per unit is 6. See here, you have got the cost per unit is 6. So 3,500 minus of 2,000, you will be getting 1,500 and the amounted to 7,500. Next, on 15th March, you have purchased 4,500 units and the cost per unit is 5.5. So you will be getting the amount 24,750. Now, as I said, immediately after the purchase, you need to go for the balancing. See here, now, balance after the 5th issue, how many units were being left over? Only 1,500 units at the rate of 6 per unit we have now. That is left over. And again on 15th, we have purchased. How many units we have been purchased? 4,500 units at the rate of rupees 5.50. Now, this is what we have done. See, on 15th March purchased and immediately we have taken. Now, that is on 20th March we have issued. How many units should be issued? 3,000 units should be issued. But what is the cost per unit? That we don't know. We need to be calculated. Let us go back to the working note. Look at here. That is on 20th March issue price. Now, what was the balance we had? 1,500 was the previous balance we had. And now on 15th March, we have been purchased 4,500 units. So how many lots we have? 2 lots we have. One is 6 plus 5.50. That should be divided by 2. You'll be getting 11.5 divided by 2. So you are going to get the cost per unit as 5.75. That is on 20th March. Look at here now. 5.75. That is on 20th March. We have got the cost per unit. So 6,000 minus of 3,000, you are going to get the balance is 3,000. Now 32,250 minus of 17,250, you will be getting 15,000. This is how you need to be prepared. But it is very simple. Without the preparation of working note, also you can prepare. But with the working note, you may not able to get confused. Now, closing stock in the organization are 3,000 units of rupees 15,000. This is what left over. I hope you all understood. Now let us go back to the one more problem. See, from the following, prepare stores ledger account using simple average method. January 1st, purchase 500 units at rupees 5 per unit. On Jan 5th, purchase 600 units at rupees 6. On Jan 15th, issued 350 units. On Jan 20th, issued 200 units. On Jan 25th, purchase 200 units at rupees 2 per unit. On Jan 30th, issued 600 units. This was the problem. I hope you all can try. Now, however, we have done with the help of the working note, you can try with the problem. You can consider this as an assignment and you can try at home. Thank you.